This is Lou Dort, and I'm down to dunk. This is Lou Dort, and I'm down to Dort.
I'm Josh Giddey, and I'm down to dunk.
Hey, this is Kenny Hustle, and I'm down to dunk.
I'm Darius Baisley, and I'm down to dunk.
I'm Mike Muscala, and I'm down to dunk.
This is Poku, and I'm down to dunk.
I love cereal. Captain Crunch, Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
That's my favorite part.
Cracklin' Oat Bran.
Oh, I can have these. I'm gonna share with my team, but I'm gonna hog most of them.
Cold morning and welcome to episode 111 of Down to Dunk. You can find us on The Athletic and anywhere else you subscribe to your podcast. Go to theathletic.com/down to dunk and get The Athletic for 30% off. I am Luke. Joined this morning by Andrew.
But I gotta say, I'm just fired up to be here today. It's pretty cool. Pretty damn cool. Woo!
Slam through.
Taylor. What's love? Got to do it. What's love? It should be about us. It should slam through. You have a joke?
No, I'm moving on.
And Jay.
It's Jay. Little Ja Rule for you
was
morning,
good.
man.
Yeah.
That was really
I forgot how good those two voices work together.
They really did. Nailed it.
It's like
Nailed it.
It's like lamb and tuna fish.
That's right. Oh, man.
First spaghetti meatball.
For spaghetti meatball.
So the Thunder beat the Mavs the other night. And what was probably the most fun game of the season? Yes?
Yes.
What is fun?
I'll be honest.
Holy
Every
crap, Jay.
like 5 games, I forget about everything that happened before those 5 games this
Yeah.
season.
Yeah, that's the NBA mind, right?
Yeah.
That's how it all works.
Nothing sticks.
It was enjoyable, except for the fact that I've just like that night particularly. I think the Magic also won.
Yeah.
The Rockets
It would have
also
been a great
won.
night to lose.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been a great night to lose.
But having Trey Mann do what he did, and Dort was insane. He must have listened to the Michele slander and went off.
He may seriously have. That may be a reality. Is that he may have
But
heard.
but it was impressive, and this is you're getting a glimpse of. I think the hard part is, and we were joking about this yesterday, is like, man, when he is shooting like he did, which is obviously like he was 6 of 8 from the 3-point line.
Yep.
Maybe that's not going to be every night, but you just see
Will not. I'll go ahead and call that one.
You just get to see what space can do for the way this team wants to function.
Yeah.
Which is why there's in my opinion, like some really intentional limitations to the roster so that they don't find the best version of themselves, right? Like if you look at it, who they start regularly, it's not the most space created. It's one of the issues that happens between Shea and Giddey. But whenever you have space and guys hitting their shots, man, it makes this team really, really fun and kind of hard to defend, especially with guys like Giddey and Shea running point.
Yeah, I mean, if they they did win this game, but if they set out to win the game, it would be Trey, Josh, Lou, Kenrich. And
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like if they wanted to win the game, like from the jump, like that's who you start. You don't start Mamadi Diakite and like force feed him 18 minutes. That's just the way that it is. And that's fine. And also, like with these games, I can't be mad that they won that game because it was Trey Mann and Lou Dort and Josh Giddey like leading the way. If Mike Muscala was 6 of 8 from 3, I'd be losing my freaking mind on this podcast about like you can't. This is not the way. Like, this is not how you're supposed to be doing it. But if Mike goes 0 of 1, he's 2 of 3 from the field. What can you do about that? Like you just can't do anything about it. Like, you put the lineups out there, you let it all happen. You're missing your very best player, and still like your young guys step up and win. Like you just can't be mad about that.
Yeah, and I think this game had a record amount of Giddey highlight assists in it.
Holy smokes,
It was
man.
crazy.
He was so good. That the last assist that he had, or
to Kenrich.
in regulation, And afterwards, he was so funny about it because he was like, "Well, we drew up a play. I completely disregarded it. I saw Ken Rich. We made eye contact, and I threw him the ball. And there's
It's
a video-
similar.
Oh yeah, go
I was
ahead.
just
Jake.
going to say it's similar to that one that he threw to Shea against the Grizzlies earlier in the season.
Yeah, definitely.
You talking about the
there's-
video of them making eye contact?
There's the video of the eye contact, but then there's at the very end of the video, there's Mark who like makes this like smirky face at the end of it, which is really funny. Where he's like, like
Yeah.
like that's not what I drew up, but that works too.
Well, and I think that is
Insubordination.
It is. He should be
Right.
benched.
Terrible habit. Insubordination. We should not be celebrating it.
He should be benched.
He should be benched.
But that right there does show you how special Giddey's IQ and view of the game and
He's
passing ability
19.
is. Yeah, that's crazy.
He's 19 and he's already like, oh yeah, I've got this. I'll
And
win the game right
what,
here.
40 games in to his NBA career?
It's a little more than that, but still.
And he can see the floor like that. And really,
Yeah.
it's not like just now that he's been able to see the floor like that.
Mhm.
Really, it's all the other things that he's had to figure out. But what he's able to see and the passes he's able to pull off right now are insane.
Yeah.
You excited for him in
Special.
Rising Stars? I think he's gonna be.
I actually think it'll be like one of the best versions of him,
Yeah, he's gonna have weapons.
and just goof around and make insane passes.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm becoming more and more convinced that Giddey is like a potential real star.
Yeah. I think so too.
The numbers that he's putting up they're historic numbers. They're numbers that only stars put up.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I see that on Twitter all the time. I'm like, what is this? Is
Yeah.
this
It's real.
Should I believe this?
Dog, it's real, dog.
I don't know. I'm not. I don't believe it. I want to.
He'll be one of 3 to get at least 600 rebounds and 500 assists.
And like
One
of
of
the others,
3.
who-
Oscar
who-
Robertson and Ben Simmons are the only other 2 that have ever done it.
It's crazy.
And to be fair, that was Ben Simmons' second rookie year, I think.
It was his second. Yes, he has sat
Because
out.
he sat out his entire
sat out.
first year.
Yeah.
It's technically his rookie year. But
His Blake
I
Griffin.
always like to throw that in. It's Giddey. It's hard. The Ben Simmons one, like, it's also the reminder that, hey, we've trashed Ben Simmons, but that dude
He's pretty
is a
good.
It was so good.
talent in the NBA.
Good.
I know. RIP.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
He died.
Remember when he used to play?
Yeah, he'll play again. When he's not on the Sixers, he'll play again.
Man, we have less than a week to the trade deadline, man.
It's true. You guys have any predictions?
Pretty quiet week so far.
Oh, it's going to be quiet really up until
Right
probably,
at the end.
probably Thursday, I would guess.
I think OKC trades for Brooke Lopez. I think they finally get him.
Can we get Brooke? Remember that day?
Yeah.
Or like it was like a week really of like it was just we thought Brooke Lopez was going to be on the Thunder,
And then it was Enes Kanter.
and then they made a huge mistake and traded for
Yeah.
Enes Kanter instead.
Yep.
Oh man, yeah, that was something they should have done. Certainly.
I don't know if there's any I don't really have any predictions, but just on the Russ stuff, something I noticed was he's taking all this slander. He's been had good games, been overall not the Russ that we know, right? As OKC fans.
Okay.
He is number 1 in minutes played in the NBA right
Holy-
now.
Holy moly, man.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, that is
by
wild.
like 50 minutes.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is crazy.
So there you go. Trade for a guy who can, a warrior,
So,
a guy who can play he can play as many minutes as you need him.
He's
to.
not a warrior. He's a Laker.
Oh, sorry. He's a fighter,
he can at least soak up some minutes.
a commander.
Huh. That is interesting. Yeah.
I don't know what you want to make of that, but that's just something I
Yeah,
wanted to
so
throw
the
in
Lakers
here.
continue to lose games, and he does lead the league in minutes by
And it's funny because it's like
By a lot.
everyone made such a big deal of that game that he got benched. It's like, well, he's still the number 1, like the leading player in minutes played
by a
in
lot.
the entire league.
Yeah, it's amazing that he beat out any of the Knicks in minutes played.
Oh, that's a good point.
Huh.
It appears he got snubbed though.
It does appear that on snub day,
He's snubbed.
that he's been snubbed.
He's been snubbed.
From the All-Star game. Should Russell Westbrook have been an All-Star?
No,
Any
Snubbed. I bet he would disagree.
of course.
any real snubs that you guys Jeremiah Robinson Earl, maybe he was snubbed. Maybe he didn't get voted in because he broke his foot. Poor guy.
His right foot third metatarsal, is that the middle toe?
I think that's right. Fractured.
Yeah, you can't toe
I
it.
guess it is if you count 3 from either side of
has
your
to be.
foot.
He's
it's
out
the middle toe.
6 to 8 weeks.
You can't toe flip off anymore.
I feel
Man.
bad for him. He was always toe flipping me off.
I know.
So it's toe-
I give a lot of toe thumbs up with the big toe.
Any All-Star snubs? They announced the other All-Stars last night. Devin Booker, Jimmy Butler, Luka Doncic, Darius Garland, Rudy Gobert, Draymond Green, James Harden, Zach LaVine, Chris Middleton, Donovan Mitchell, Chris Paul, Jason Tatum, Kat, Fred Van Vliet.
Hmm.
Any of
Happy
those
for
names?
FVV.
I know. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, that's pretty
Did you
cool.
see he and DeMar? They played last night.
they
And they
did.
like had a little All-Star embrace before the game.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
It's kind of cool that both of them have had such a great season.
Yeah.
DeMar's been really good.
Well, and Lowry's been working out in Miami too.
Yeah.
I mean, it just fits. It works.
good to
down
see.
there. It's great to see for these Raptors, you know?
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest snubs that most people are talking about is Drew Holiday, especially instead of Chris Middleton. If you had to have $2, I can't remember the guy's name that was on Slam and Jam, but he had mentioned how Drew Holiday has been
Eric
the
Name.
better. Eric Name.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Drew Holiday's one of a lot of people are talking about Jared Allen. Like I kept seeing just
Lot
the
of
last
Jared
name
Allen.
Allen.
Yeah.
Kept saying the last name Allen, and I was like, what Allen are they thinking should have been in the All-Star game?
Grayson.
No, well, yeah. Ray, Alan Crabb.
Alan
But it was
Crabb.
it's one of those things. I was just trying to think of it. Allen Iverson. It's just one of those things where, like, to recognize that the Cavs had a shot at 2 different guys being in the All-Star game is wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Mobley probably being another guy in years to come, perennially.
Yeah. Garland and Mobley will make lots of All-Star games together. I mean, they're 5th in the East.
Yeah.
And they're a game and a half out of the first place in the East.
It's crazy. Also, Garland, he took like a really, really, really big step this year, right?
It just shows like how fast things can happen.
Yeah.
Because last year people are like, he put up great numbers last year. Like, make no mistake, but like he's taken the leap toward winning, and it's like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
like everybody thinks a whole lot differently today than they did Garland last season. Because nobody was talking about Garland last year
No.
at all.
No.
And now it's just blown up.
You excited for another year of Team LeBron versus Team Durant?
Yeah.
But are either one of them going to play?
No, they're just coaches.
Yeah,
Because
for there,
Durant's
pretty
not
much.
playing for sure.
GM mode.
I've got to snub Kyrie Irving. He could have played at this. It's away.
It is away. It's in Cleveland. Yeah, I don't really have any huge qualms with any of this,
No.
except for the Andrew Wiggins thing. Other than that, like everything's pretty cool.
Okay, if he wasn't voted in,
He wouldn't be here.
he wouldn't be an
No.
All-Star.
No. Heck no.
You know what? You sound like a straight hater.
Yeah.
No.
Heck no.
Yeah. What is he the
What is he the best at?
I mean, why does he deserve to be at the game other than he got voted in?
Fans' hearts and minds, man.
Yeah. That's
K-pop.
I mean
K-pop.
We don't have to
K-pop.
go back over this, but
Fans' hearts and minds.
it's just super lame.
I think the fans matter. He doesn't. Andrew does not.
That's exactly right.
Yep.
You are exactly right. Okay.
I know who's getting snubbed. The Fans by Andrew.
Oh,
right.
yeah. Big fan snubber.
Welcome to Snub Day.
Just
Snub
rub our
day. It's
It's
face
for you
in-
fans.
in-
Okay.
Andrew,
This
what do you?
Snubbed.
I was going to say, what do you think's going to happen at trade deadline, man?
I was going to say, where do you get off snubbing fans like this?
I think the Thunder are going to acquire a contract, whether it be Serge Ibaka or in any of these big contracts, Joe Ingles, somebody, and they'll get some kind of pick compensation. That's what I think is going to happen.
I can't wait for them to trade for Joe Ingles' contract and then just everything being about Joe Ingles and Giddey being Australian.
I hope if they do trade for him, I hope that he just doesn't stay in Utah or go back to Australia. I hope that he actually will be here.
Yeah.
Because he'll talk to people
Yeah, that's true.
and would be really
I saw
fun.
Joe Ingles at Broadway 10.
Oh, you
over
did?
winter. Break, man.
Oh man, breaking news.
Breaking news, man. His knee looked fine, but this was 2 months ago.
It was good back then.
It was. What a terrible time to have a catastrophic injury, because he's unrestricted this summer, right?
Yeah, it's bad.
Man, that's
Really
brutal.
bad. Because he'll be like a minimum deal probably now for somebody.
You know
Or
what? Joe
maybe, like,
Ingles, he's had enough
mini
luck.
mid-level.
He's had enough luck in his career.
He
He's
was
almost
already
out of the
slipping. but-
NBA.
He barely made it.
Barely made it. You know what? Good for him. He's had a good run. Now, if he comes here, terrible luck. Guy's great, hilarious, really smart, great leader.
Great leader. We need him. Now, I think it'll be something like that. I don't think it's impossible that they trade Kenrich. I don't think it's impossible that they even trade Dort. But I would predict that neither of those happen. And then
Yeah, I don't think they'll happen, but I have
Isn't
no
this-
information.
Is Muscala a mystery to the rest
Untouchable.
of the NBA? I know he's not untouchable.
he's absolutely
I know he's not a mystery to the rest of the NBA, but kind of is he? Because the way we talk about him
Yeah.
and what you just said earlier, like if Muscala came in and hit 6 of 8, it's like, okay, that's actually possible with him.
It's possible.
Is that not really valuable?
It's
Like,
not
if you were on
he-
a good team.
He's not that valuable. Like if they were to put him out on the trade market, he could maybe get you 2 seconds.
2 seconds of what?
he people keep making the connection with him with the Bucks.
Yeah.
It's gonna be that stopgap until Brook Lopez comes back.
Well,
That
I mean,
makes
Hollinger
sense.
even came on the pod and was asking about him. You know, I mean, he's not going anywhere. You know, he's just not. He's not going anywhere at all.
It's crazy.
You guys want to play a game? Quick game.
Oh, I love quick games.
All right.
2 seconds or less.
So this question came from Pepsi United, and he says, if you could only keep one of these two, so one of these guys has to go, and you have to make the decision right now. Who would it be? Poku or Bays? They have to go today. So we're gonna play a game. One has to go. I've got some food and some weird ones mixed in here. Amy helped me write some of these last night. But one has to go. So we'll start with Poku and Bays. It has to go. We have to get rid of one of them.
Can I have another rule maybe about this?
What is the other rule that you want to have about this?
We have 2 seconds to answer it.
Yeah.
So it's like spur them up. Go. What's your mind
Yeah.
say?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Poku and Bays. 3, 2, 1.
So, hold on,
Bez.
hold on. Which two
Bez.
we're getting rid of? Bez.
Yeah,
Sorry,
who are
Poku. Poku.
has to go.
Bez.
Poku.
Also, you should count 2,
Wow.
1.
Jay, you on the Bays train?
No, I'm just flown straight off the Poku train.
Yeah.
Poku train is derailed.
That's
Oh, the
completely irrelevant.
humanity.
The caboose was off the tracks and it was just swinging all over the place. And Jay was
No.
hanging onto the railing. And
Nobody in their right mind, like if we didn't love Poku just personally,
Yeah.
you don't look at what these two guys are doing and say, "Oh, Poku's the guy." Like there's
I agree.
two, two years difference, in age, and on top of that, Poku's not even doing well in the G League.
He's not. Yeah, Darius has a future. So I think that I actually side with Jay. It feels wrong, but I think I do. I think I would let Poku go. Okay. Pancakes or donuts? 3, 2, 1.
pancakes.
Pancakes.
Donuts.
Jay, big pancake boy.
Wow. Yeah, I would say donuts too. I'm a big pancake boy too.
Dude, I am a huge donut guy, but pancakes are like
Pancakes are a whole
The-
deal. You have to sit down and but you can get a donut on the go.
Have to sit down.
You have to sit down to eat the
Yeah.
pancakes.
Yeah, I agree. But why is sitting down to eat
because
such
it's
a big
it's
deal?
Convenience
That's
on the side.
that's the deal breaker, huh?
convenience on the donut.
Yeah,
I actually like sitting down and eating.
I can sit down in the car. and
Luke,
eat
Oh,
donuts.
that's
Luke,
not-
you just told us how you don't get 2,000 steps most days. Like you love to sit
I'm
down.
not sitting down to eat. Sometimes I am, but
Okay.
I should.
All right, next
I'm
one.
working on me though.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get 10,000 steps, but I always say it wrong and say I'm trying to get 1,000 steps. I'm trying to get 1,000 steps a day, and my dad's like, "That's not that many. Are you not doing that?" I'm saying,
in your everyday
Are
life.
you not getting out of
I'm
bed?
sorry, 10,000.
He did it earlier to me.
It's hard. I do it every time.
That's really
Um,
hard, man.
All right, next one. JRE or Aaron Wiggins? 3, 2, 1. Someone's got to
Wiggins.
go.
JRE.
Wiggins.
Wiggins.
That was a hard one.
Jay, you're letting go of JRE? Really? I felt like you guys are kindred spirits.
I do love JRE. The
spirit.
issue is this positional need, right? Like a wing that can potentially play defense, potentially shoot. I don't know, just seems to have longer term value than a big that's kind of a hybrid. A little too small to play against traditional fives and a little too big to stay with kind of your more athletic fours. I don't know. I like both of them though.
He's
I
got
feel like
heart.
he's done pretty well though in that position.
Yeah. I feel
Like as
yeah.
a guy.
yeah, he's pretty
Yeah, and look what happened to him. He broke his foot.
That's true.
Yeah,
Mm.
he's dying.
Although
young.
Wiggins also just rolled the crud out of his ankle.
Yeah, he
so
did. All right. Bacon or eggs? 3, 2, 1. One has to go.
Bacon.
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 Eggs.
Bacon.
And
Yeah.
I love bacon. Jay, I'm sure you love bacon.
Yeah, I'd let bacon
Yeah.
go probably too.
There's
Eggs-
too many things you
Eggs
can do
is
with eggs.
just exactly. Thank you. It's just it's like a universal food. You can have it with anything.
Yeah.
Bacon, it's very specific.
And if
can
you let
even eat-
eggs go, could you have like baked goods then?
No, you can't have anything that uses eggs.
If you, so,
Does
if
this cake
I
have
mean,
eggs in it?
here's
Yes.
the other
I
question:
can't have it.
I can't have
If
it.
you
I
get-
let go of it on a podcast.
if you get rid of eggs, does all
First.
human life just stop? Because no one can can't make more babies.
No, that's just
You're
you.
talking about biological eggs.
That's what I'm talking
Mm.
about. There, you
Yeah.
didn't specify.
Oh, good point,
The
Luke.
world is over. That's why I get rid of eggs.
Oh,
I'm shutting it
I
down.
want the world to
I want
end.
the world to end, and I'm going down eating bacon.
All right. Trey Mann or Lou Dort? One has to go. 3, 2, 1. Man.
Dort.
Dort.
Jay.
Jay,
wow.
you're
What
such
did
a
you say,
naysayer.
man, too?
I said, man.
Okay.
Jay, you're such a naysayer.
Why do you hate Dort?
I don't. It's not this. The question is who do you love and who do you hate? The question
It
is
is, actually.
who makes the most sense long
Well, let's
term.
actually change it to the game is now called Who Do You Love, Who Do You Hate?
Let's change it to save or murder.
Save or murder.
yeah, I mean that's how it feels. but
Danger or safety? Okay, here we go.
I don't, dude. That's a really hard one.
Yeah,
That
it's a
is a
tough
hard
one.
one.
It's a tough one.
Just because I love so much of the potential of what Trey Mann can become for this team, and he brings a unique skill set, and I think that even though Dort has proven that he's a decent shooter, it's still something you don't trust, and I think part of it is because it's the longest wind up in all of sports.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But man, it's hard to say that after the game that both of them had against the Mavericks and
Yeah.
Dort playing the defense that he normally does. Like I get it all. And
Scored 30 too.
30 and had a really big like that sidestep three.
Yeah. Yeah.
oh, dude, and he has those moments often, and I really do like Dort. It's not like I want to, kill him. But it's just I don't know.
you
About
need to tell
Mann's something about Mann's twitchiness that just looks more. I'm not saying generational, but just a unique skill set,
Whoa.
which I guess people
Whoa.
could say in the same. People could say in the same way, like that's what Dort's defense does. Dort's defense is already more proven than Mann's twitchiness and ability to get his shot off kind of anywhere.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There are just things that I see with Mann that I'm like, really struck by.
And I think if Dort had played consistently, like to the level of defense that we know he can this season, I don't think you would have thought twice about it.
Well, and I think I've said it on the podcast. I know I've at least said it in text messages. Is I don't really take in some of these dog days of the tank this year, man. I'm not really extrapolating much long-term feelings around anything that these kind of Dort, Shea, higher level guys are doing, because it's just hard to play with a roster that's intentionally, or not intentionally, however you want to say that, intentionally made to be clunky and not work towards the goal. So it's hard. I don't holding the Dort wasn't doing it. It's just there's just something about man in my mind. I chance that I'm going to be wrong.
Yeah,
and it's the same thing that we were talking about with Garland earlier. That could happen with Dort as soon as his team gets really, really. We've already seen it actually with Dort when Chris Paul was here.
or it can happen with Trey.
Yeah, that's true.
Trey's
Yeah,
got
both.
Trey the step back stuff, the floater. I mean, he's got everything. You just wonder if he could put it all together.
Yeah.
But the thing about Dort is that I've seen him do it in the playoffs already.
Yeah.
And I can't shake that. I just need to see more from
I know.
Trey before I feel totally confident. Because I'm not super confident that you put Trey Mann on a playoff team that he's getting minutes.
Right.
Dort for sure.
We're getting buckets.
All right, next one. Burgers or pizza? One has to go. 3, 2, 1.
Burgers.
Wow.
Andrew,
Pizza.
you like burgers that much, huh?
I'm a big burger guy.
Burger boy.
I'm a burger boy.
Pizza is just too. I eat all kinds of
Yeah.
pizzas.
Oh,
I
yeah.
eat microwave pizzas. I eat oven baked pizzas. I eat,
It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
Okay, even
what-
think of the highest end of both of those things.
Yeah.
What's a microwave pizza?
What do you mean?
A
Like
microwave?
a
Individual size microwave
like
pizza.
a small one, like
like a small Tony's.
like a small Tony's, or like Stouffer's French bread pizza.
Yeah.
So
They
good.
come on those cardboard things that
Yeah.
help it
Yes.
be. Okay, there we go. All right,
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
And
it
it
makes-
tastes a little bit like it.
Right. But good, though.
A nice tinge of metal.
A hot pocket.
A hot pocket.
A hot pocket.
See, Hot Pocket. What's the better version? Pizza version or burger version?
Is there a
Is
burger
it a
hot pocket?
Burger hot pocket?
I think so. I think there's one with like cheese and ground.
Yeah, you're right.
That's not.
There is.
No,
There's like a cheeseburger.
which one's
hot
better? There's no question. The pizza.
Yeah, right. Pizza is just
Man,
pizza's
either-
like eggs to me.
Either way, you're burning
Just
your
like
tongue.
Like you couldn't go to you're like, wait, is there pizza in this cake? And they're like, well, of course. Like, well, I can't eat this cake.
Oh, more cake. Okay.
I love cheeseburgers. It's
Yeah.
just pizza's more of like a regular staple.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. Sure is. All right. Muscala or Kenrich? One has to go. 3, 2, 1.
Muscala.
Muscala.
Oh my gosh, I don't want to answer this one.
You have to.
Enrich.
Muscala.
Chick-fil-A or Starbucks? 3, 2,
God.
1. One has to go.
Chick-fil-A.
Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Chick-fil-A.
Really?
Starbucks.
Oh,
I
man.
love Starbucks.
I also say
Wow.
Chick-fil-A.
There's so many good coffee shops out there, man. There's not another Chick-fil-A.
I know, but there's still good like fried chicken that I
Is there?
Scooters? You've been to Scooters?
Chick-fil-A?
not the same as Chick-fil-A. Scooters.
What would take
Scooters sucks, Jay.
Does it?
No.
I've tried it
doesn't.
way too many times. Scooters blows.
Really?
I like Scooters.
There's a lot of local coffee shops.
there are a
Scooters.
lot of local coffee.
Summer Moon coffee is really good. You've
Oh, yeah,
got
Summer Moon is
there's
really-
so many good ones.
You got to try it.
In my mind, there's only one coffee place. It's called Starbucks.
Hey, here's the thing, and
Summer Moon is
Starbucks has
super good.
just has captured me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm addicted to the way that an iced Americano tastes,
Mhm.
and that's just
Yeah.
How they burn all of their roasts, so you
Right.
think that that's the only way coffee's supposed to taste. Is like-
yes,
yeah.
Uh-huh.
and it's like McDonald's. I don't.
I didn't even mention the local ones, man. You got Elemental, you got Slingers,
None of the other ones.
I know.
Cafe
my
Folk.
knowledge, none of the other ones have nitro cold brew, which is that.
They do.
They do.
They do.
I don't know that.
Okay, well, that
That's only to
To
his knowledge.
my knowledge, they do not, and I'll never find out.
wow, you just won that case.
Wow. I thought that would. I didn't know that we had so many Starbucks fans.
I just listened to. I listed all of those, and then you're like Chick-fil-A. Oh, I like other fried chicken. So okay, KFC, cool. KFC and Chick-fil-A, put them in the same realm. Apparently, Taylor. I'm ripping him, and he just pulled his headphones off.
Yeah,
Okay, because he's mad at you.
it's totally
KFC
mad.
is good.
What
though.
is he doing?
He's talking on the phone.
He's talking on the phone.
Oh,
Okay.
Business. Buy, sell, buy, sell. He
All
just
right.
he just made a cool 10 grand. Yep.
All right, next one. Teo or Diakite? One has to go. 3, 2, 1. Teo.
Diakite.
Diakite.
Wow.
Teo.
Teo. For sure. Just because Diakite's got a great smile, great personality.
It's already
He
hard.
does seem like genuinely the sweetest guy ever, but my goodness, I do not love what he does on the basketball court.
You like what Teo does on the court?
No.
He does a cool nothing on the NBA.
Yeah, he
Even at
does.
the time that Mark was like, we're going to reward him. He's been really good in the G League. And it's like, oh, he still can't play in the NBA.
And he's like, I'll play him 5 minutes because I can't keep him out there. Ketchup or hot sauce? 3, 2, 1.
Ketchup.
Hot
Ketchup.
sauce.
Ketchup.
Oh my gosh.
Andrew
Ketchup.
Little.
Yeah, ketchup. There's too many other good sauces. And
This
hot
one might be the most difficult one for me to choose.
It's a tough one. Definitely.
Because
You know
I
what?
love. Now, if you just said ketchup or barbecue sauce, that would have probably put my head into a spin.
Okay, well, 3, 2, 1. Ketchup or barbecue sauce?
Ketchup.
Ketchup. Arby's sauce.
I think I would say
Arby's
ketchup,
sauce
too.
is technically a barbecue sauce.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
It's
is.
just Arby's sauce. You can
Arby's
have
sauce
it. It doesn't,
is
but it
it is technically their
Technically
barbecue
based on
sauce.
But
what
it doesn't-
technicality?
but
That's what they describe it as.
but it doesn't fall into either category.
It's a
You can still
BBQ.
have it no matter what you chose.
No, that's not right.
But if you go to Arby's and ask for barbecue sauce, they'll hand you a little tub of barbecue sauce.
true.
true. But there,
you are that you
I stand
admit
by
that you're
mine.
wrong. You have to.
I stand by my thing. It is a type of barbecue
Maybe we need
sauce.
to make-
Arby's sauce stands independently of all categories. when
I've
it comes
never
to
had
sauce.
anything that tastes like Arby's sauce. I have
Nothing.
no idea what ingredients are in there.
I don't
Yeah,
care.
that's
I don't
true.
care.
Vinegar, probably vinegar
So
a little
good.
bit.
Probably some vinegar. I don't know anything else.
You know they have that. They have a super hot Arby's, like a
No way.
Diablo double
Really?
something. It's like Diablo double challenge on TikTok. You eat it. You film yourself eating it.
Yeah.
I want to do it.
No, I don't know this.
I want to do it.
You should do it.
I'm scared, but I want to.
I'm
if
scared.
you eat the Arby's hot sauce with Arby's, instead of getting meat sweats, you get sweats meats.
Sweat meats.
French fries or chips and salsa? One has to go. 3, 2, 1.
Chips and salsa.
Chips and salsa.
French fries.
Fries.
Really?
Yes. Chips and salsa in queso. Are you kidding me? It's the
I
best.
didn't say
It's-
queso.
The chips you can't
Can't
have chips.
though.
You can't have the chips. The
That's
chips are
fine.
gone.
Fries are. There's some good fries out there.
There's some good chips.
No more chips ever.
salsa too.
I've never had chips and queso where I'm like, that is some unbelievable chips and queso. I
Dude.
have had fries that made me
Well,
say
then
that.
you're
Wow.
going-
You need to get some
Go
good
Chili's.
bro.
you got to get yourself some chilies. Wow. Okay.
Taylor, that's wild, man.
Really? I did not think that was that.
You've never had chips and salsa that made you step back and go, okay, that. Mm-hmm.
No,
Mhm.
I really haven't. To me,
Man.
it's like, I don't know. It's
wow.
been fine, right? It's like the food that I eat before the
But
food
also
I
you
really
have-
want is coming.
You have no burgers though.
That's fine. I eat fries.
With
So you're
what?
eating French fries and pizza.
I'll eat French fries with whatever. I'll eat French fries with pizza. I'd eat French fries with salsa.
I would eat them in a box. I would eat them with a box.
All right, last one. SGA or Giddey. One has to go.
Hmm.
Prepare yourselves. 3, 2, 1. Giddey.
SG.
Giddey.
All right. Luke said SGA.
He may be right.
I know. That's a
End of the day.
really hard one.
That's a tough one. Didn't want to have to do it.
Because I really
I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
We can talk about it.
No,
Nope.
I'm with Jay. I also don't want to talk about
Wow.
it.
Okay.
Maybe they trade Shea at the deadline. Maybe that's why he's resting.
Take John's back joint bigger inventory. Take John's back joint bigger inventory.
What would you get on the trade market for Shea?
I have to mute Jay.
Yeah.
I can do it myself. I got to go get some coffee.
Oh, Luke, almighty master of children.
Yes.
I come humbled and at the knee, begging for advice. My daughter, I think it's about time to potty train her.
Oh yeah.
She's really interested in the toilet. She's like pretending to sit on the toilet, and she said, "Go poo poo, go poo poo, mommy go poo poo."
Okay.
And I don't know where to start. Do I need to get a little baby toilet? Do I just go ahead and hold her up, maybe hover her over?
It's all about the baby toilet.
Really?
Yes. But you do not use it no matter what you think.
How's she gonna know how to use it if I don't use it?
Baby doll.
Oh,
Show baby doll. They have baby dolls, I think, that use
poop?
baby doll. No, but there's an idea that you could create. Poo poo baby doll. Show her how to create that.
That would be. I think. Are you sure that doesn't exist? Because that might be.
It
a
sounds like something
$1
that
million idea.
maybe already does. I imagine maybe it does because it is a good idea. So
There's
but
probably
that's how
some
you do
freak
it.
out there that collects all these pooping baby dolls.
Do you know that there was a Cabbage Patch doll that like its mouth like moved and it ate food?
Yes.
Mhm.
They had to pull it off the market because it ate kids' hair, and once it started, it
doesn't
did not
stop.
We had
stop.
one. We had one.
Are you
Really?
serious?
Yes.
They're worth a lot now if you
Yes.
still have them.
I don't know. I doubt that my parents still have it. but
Because-
we had
So the hair gets like stuck in the mechanics of
because
the.
the thing is like once something triggers it, like you put the food in the mouth, it just starts eating until it eats it, and then it goes like, and you take it out, it's back. But when it got kids' hair, it just
kept
started
chomping away.
eating the hair, and it did not stop. You had to cut it.
It's like the what's that treadmill that was like killing all those kids?
Take John's back toy figure mystery. Take John's back toy figure mystery.
It was like a really high end treadmill.
Oh,
Peloton.
deep dive day. Get ready to deep dive. Guys, I don't know. Are you still doing Top Shot?
Yeah, I'm still in. I'm still in.
I never got in.
Did you see that they're doing this was for yesterday, the Kevin Durant drops?
Yes. How do you feel
What-
about it?
One, there has never been something I'm interested in least because it is oh, shut up, Jay. So what it is a plays handpicked by Durant and narrated by him.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, and talk about something I don't want to ever watch even once, let alone own. However, they did the drop, and there are two different ones. They did the higher level ones that are like have less ones and they're more expensive eventually on the market, but they messed up the drop. So
Yes.
it went in order of like how rare they were, and so the first person that got first in line randomly got 3 like legendary ones that are numbered to 99.
No.
Mhm.
And so they shut it down like right when they figured that out, but a lot of them already got out.
Yeah.
And so some guy just lucked out, and what they're doing, anyone who spent money on them, they're refunding all their money back. It was $49 for everyone that did it. But they're not taking away the ones that got it. But in order just to qualify for it, you had to have a collector score of like 10,000.
Okay, so these were guys or people that were already really, really big in the
People
top shot.
Yes.
super duper.
Super,
Yeah.
super in. And I think because like my collector score is like 200,
Mhm.
which is about what I've spent on like Top Shot. So that means,
Really?
well, yeah, probably. And then that means the people that have got it have spent like $10,000 on it, and some of them even
Probably
more
more.
lucked out and got like these like super packs that have all this stuff in them. And people I know, my Top Shot people are heated up about it, not happy.
The rich get richer.
The rich get richer. Classic. But yeah, that and
Classic life.
yeah.
FY.
But I'm still trying to get lucky in Top Shot and make it rich. Retire.
It sounds like you need to invest a little bit more than you have been.
I'm really not. I just can't pull the trigger on doing it. Alex
Apparently-
is trying to talk into it.
Apparently, the NFT world is where you need to start dabbling, Luke.
There-
I don't even know what
there's-
that means, but
there is
there's a lot of people
no-
making money there.
There's not. That is not true, Jay. There's a lot of people money laundering there. I have no interest in doing that.
But wait, Top Shot
There's a-
is an NFT.
I know, but a lot like I'm not going to buy like an ape.
Oh right.
Yeah.
I don't see myself.
Top
doing
Shot sees itself as like what cards
Trading
were.
cards, right? Yeah.
that.
That's what NFTs are.
I mean,
Yeah,
Sure.
but come on.
but
I know
like,
what you mean. There's different like.
I mean, like
levels
these
of
are like
it, but
real
it's the
NBA
same.
players that are doing things in real life, just like a card.
I've got a buddy that's doing
I
NFTs.
get like random like monkey cards when I was a kid. And be like, man, I've got
I
You did. They were called Pokemon.
They were called Pogs.
Digimon.
I didn't.
Digimon, digital monsters. Digimon are the champions.
Do you
I didn't do
There was
Digimon,
like
Pokemon.
TV shows, and like there was stuff going on around them.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I
like
mean?
art also exists.
I know, but I didn't buy art. as a child.
Art also exists.
You know
That'd
what I
be a good one to.
What you mean?
that'd be a-
But, like, it's like,
To
why
make-
are you,
to
why do you
compare
keep
them- I
comparing it to being a child?
I'm just saying that you compared it to that, and I'm saying it's not like that. That it's not like that at all.
It's the same thing for different interests, though.
Same thing. Same body, different interests. Here's the thing
I
that I.
disagree.
Here's the
How
problem
can
that.
you disagree with
Here's
that?
the problem that I have.
I disagree.
When you buy it, say I buy a picture of something from you, right?
Right.
You're hosting that picture on your website, right?
Right.
I'm not buying the thing. I'm buying the link to the website that's put into the whatever, the blockchain or whatever.
Right.
And so if you shut down your website for whatever reason, say that you have financial troubles or you're trying to rip me off and you shut it down, then it's just a link to a 606 error cannot find screen.
Is
It's
that
not there.
true? though?
Yes. Do your research, man. I can't even talk to you. Do your research.
That seems
Wow.
like there's some. That does not seem.
Taylor, honestly, until you do your research, it's really hard to have this conversation.
you gotta get it. But that's my problem with it. Is it could because there have been ones who's like, oh man, this guy ran away with like $2 million of people's stuff and just shut down what he did, and now they're all error links.
Well,
All right. We'll be right back after this quick break. And we're back after that quick break.
Not sure there's been a segment that we've been less educated about than the NFT one.
yeah, there
So
has.
now it's time for some.
Twitter questions.
I think that's everybody's conversation about NFTs.
Yes.
Everybody just goes around. Here's what I think about it. This is what you think about it. They don't match up. Who knows what we're talking about? Does anybody know what we're talking about? I don't know.
but I'm giving him money anyway. You know, my buddy who I think knows more than me told me to put money in it. Okay.
Right.
If anyone really wants to put a ton of money into it, Down to Dunk will make an NFT, but we're gonna each be a millionaire. $4 million. That's what it needs to be.
All right.
Okay, we're in.
Done.
We're on now. Down to Dunk, proud to announce our entry, dipping our toe in NFTs. Our first Twitter question comes from OK Obstinacy. I don't know if that's correct. Probably not. He says, best Trey Mann game of the season. So let's get a little ridiculous. Plus, it's his birthday.
Yesterday was his birthday.
How many players from the 2022 draft would you still take ahead of him in a redraft?
I think it's a lot.
Yeah,
First
he
of
has.
all.
He's. Congrats. He had like one very, very great game. He had his best game.
Wow, Luke,
Let's
man hater.
Just not overreact.
Okay,
saying
well,
like, let's take him number one in the draft.
Okay, well, let's just talk about some players. I mean, there's the obvious group of Cade, Mobley, Barnes, Giddey, Wagner. Definitely.
Did you say 2021 or 2020?
2022.
No,
So you've
this
got, like,
might be
2021.
Well, that's
Now,
what
I'm going
he
to name
said.
some players. Tell me who
There
you
you go,
take.
yeah.
Trey Mann or the guy. Jalen Suggs or Trey Mann.
Sucks.
I mean, probably Suggs.
Jalen Green or Trey Mann.
Oh,
Green.
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 Green. Davion Mitchell or Trey
Mitchell.
Mann.
Mitchell.
I might take Trey Mann. He's old. 23 years old. Get out of here. Zaire Williams or Trey Mann.
Man.
I'd probably take Zaire just because he's like 6'9".
Yeah.
Damn, he fine. Come on, sock it to me one more time. Get Logan.
Come
Come on.
One that hit our group chat
Never heard
last
that
night.
song.
James Booknight or Trey Mann.
Book night.
Trey Man,
Trey Mann.
I guess.
Booknight's just not been good. Like, just been straight up bad. Chris Duarte or Trey Mann.
Probably Trey Mann. Duarte's a better scorer right now, but he's 45 years old.
I know, but it always.
I
am always bothered by that argument, and I get it. I really do get it.
Why are you bothered by it?
I'm bothered by it's like, well, this guy's good. Well, he's 24. Okay, but he's good.
What it means is that there's just not the potential. It's potential.
Players still get better from 24. I mean, I get the argument, right? I don't want to get into this. I really get
Let's
it.
get into it.
It just makes me want to. I always want to stick up for that player.
How old
I feel
are-
like it's unfair.
How old are you?
40?
You're done getting better.
Moses Moody or Trey Mann.
Moody
Moody.
Moses.
Why was that so hard to say?
I haven't paid attention to Moody, and then hearing what Alex said on Wednesday, apparently he had his best game against the Warriors, but basically he did what Trey Mann did to the Mavericks, right? 6 threes in a game.
Yeah.
Moody bigger, but not as kind of athletic. Decided, I don't know. I think that's kind of maybe the one that is a coin toss.
Yeah.
Your
Your internet went out a little.
Oh,
You sounded funny when you said that.
Moody. Alperen Şengün
Oh,
or Trey Mann. This is the big one.
Şengün.
I'll go man on this one.
Yeah.
man.
I think I would take Şengün. Trey Murphy or Trey Mann. Which Trey?
Man, I guess. I could not make a reasonable decision. I can't actually compare
I think I would take Mann too. And then there's like the obvious ones like Kai Jones, Jalen Johnson, Keon Johnson, Usman Garuba, Jaden Springer. Like obvious.
Okay, so is Manning is he the 10th pick then?
He's probably closer to like 13 if you did a redraft, maybe.
Hey, working up.
Yeah.
Already 5 spots.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. All right. Next TQ.
Our next Twitter question comes from @
What?
has snow on it.
No. That is so cool. Wow. Thanks for
Oh my gosh.
Will you shut the door, buddy?
That was adorable. Our next Twitter question comes from Andy Rob 11052310, who wants to know, after seeing how good Cade has been, do you wish we would have traded Shea for one and have a Cade, Giddey, Dort core? Would Cade be a better fit with Giddey?
Well, the problem is that the trade wouldn't have been just Shea for one.
In his question, it is.
In his question, it is, but in reality, it would have been Shea and 6 for one.
So you wouldn't have had Giddey or Shea.
No Giddey or Shea,
Okay.
but you'd have Cade.
Go into this person's world. Just Shea. Basically, you're trading Shea for Cade right now.
Sure. Yeah. I'd do it.
Trader.
I would do it just because I think that they're going to be similar players and you have like way more team control on Cade. You start the timeline starts over,
Mm.
And I think you're probably a little bit worse than you would be with Shea. So I think it's going to be close on those two, on who's going to be better. But yeah, but if it were like the actual trade that was rumored, I don't think there's any way that you do Giddey and Shea for Cade. I think that's like really bad value.
Hey, let's move to our next Twitter question. It comes from @Rossby, who wants to know, is Josh Giddey the best passer in Thunder history?
No, Chris Paul was here.
That's true. You forget about Chris Paul.
And Ross was also a really good passer too.
Yes. Giddey is better than Russ.
Yeah.
At passing.
At passing.
I want to save your mentions here.
Thank you. Yeah. At passing, he's better. Yeah. I don't think there's any question about that.
I mean, that's it. It's Chris Paul and him then.
Yeah, it's Chris Paul. It's Josh Giddey.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I can't remember. I guess the only who would be the only other person, and I can't remember how good of a passer James Harden was when he was here. Not.
He was good. He wasn't. There were these like jaw dropping, like
right.
Whoa, like he can make good passes, and James Harden and Russell Westbrook both in the same way got guys open with their own gravity and then could pass it out. But there were never any like Giddey passes guys open and people aren't guarding him.
Yeah.
Like that's where it's like, whoa, like how did he do that? I mean, every inbound pass. I mean, think about how many times OKC struggled with just passing the ball in from out of bounds, where it was like, who should pass it in? Like, is it going to be Tabo? Is it going to be Kevin? Like, who's it going to be? And it's probably not going to be Kevin because we're trying to get the ball to Kevin. So who is going to pass the ball in?
Dion.
And are they going to get the ball in? Yeah. Like there were just so many moments in that era where it was like, oh boy, like this is a little dicey that we're even going to get the ball in. And now you have Josh, who's the one passing it in, and will probably be the guy that passes it in for the next decade. And you're like, what is he going to do?
And what's crazy is I don't know if we've ever had a player that can actually, I mean, he's not scoring, but he's creating points from the inbound pass, not just getting it to the guy who's going to shoot from three.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that inbounds pass at the end of the Mavs game, how many players in Thunder history are confident would have done that?
And was it not earlier in that game that he kind of did the same thing with Kenrich too? Or was that a different game? Because he's done this with Kenrich before, where Kenrich is basically cutting straight to the basket and he just has this perfect
pass. Yeah,
pass
I mean, they've done it a
back.
bunch this season.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's he and Chris. Those are the two best passers. And you have to give it to Chris Paul because he's Chris Paul, but like Josh may end up being the better passer, strictly passer at the end of his career.
Well, and it helps that he's so much taller.
It helps to be 6'8". Yeah.
Hey guys, let's move on to our next Twitter question. It comes from @ColtonW3799840, who wants to know, how big do you believe a core actually is? And how long do you believe the Thunder have to build a core with Shea before they have to reset?
I think probably right now the core is Shea and Josh. Like that's the core. I think probably two more guys that you're completely sure about. And it could be Lou, like could become a part of that if he gets better. Trey could become a part of that if he gets better. But I mean, you think about the core of the last Thunder team, and the core didn't have to be as big as four guys because you had Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. And those are like generational talents. Now, if the Thunder can't get a generational talent, then it probably has to be like four really, really good guys.
So would Serge Ibaka have been part of that?
Sure,
core?
Serge is part of the core. Yeah, those three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never really thought about cores this much.
Yeah.
What defines a core?
I
think if you find, this is a reach, right? So watching Chet last night just go bananas against San Diego and hitting threes and blocking everything. I think if you hit in this draft, there's a chance the core could be relatively established. Like if you look at Cleveland, right? Would you say that their core, Mobley? I mean, I guess Allen, Mobley, Allen, and Garland.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
Yeah, but
it's hard because it's always going to be.
But the problem is like the expectation is like to try to win a championship. Like,
Yeah, that's
do
the
we
hard part.
beat
Is
the
it'll
Cleveland
never be
if we win a
comparatively.
Like it's a nice team.
Maybe it depends what Mobley becomes. Not this year, obviously, but if Mobley continues to, I mean, if he's already playing at such a high level.
Yeah,
I do think they need one more piece, maybe. But
exactly. That's where the Thunder will tank
trying to not be
for another year. Even if they get Chet in this next draft, there will be another year because if you can have a core of Shea, Giddey, Chet, and one more.
Do you not believe that Dort?
Dude, I just think it's going to be really hard to do that another year, man.
You got to think after we got Durant, we still like when not us, but before they came here and they got Durant, they tanked after that.
Yeah, but 1 year.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. That's what
But
Andrew's
either way, Shea's already been in the league for 4 years now.
Right.
I know, but Shea,
It's gonna happen.
Shea
It's
is
gonna
not
happen.
our Shea is not our Durant in this thing.
I know, but I
Hitting
just think
Durant.
Yeah.
I think there are moments where you see that it's difficult for this team to be that bad, right? And there's blatant construction issues with the roster, right? Like, but with the year of Giddey's development, potentially Mann's development, obviously Shea, Dort, and then if it's nobody else but just another draft pick or two, I mean, I know they'll still have problems, but it's going to get harder and harder to be in that top 3, is my opinion, because it's already hard, and they're don't have
I'm not
the
saying they're
talent
going
that
to be in the
probably-
top 3. I'm saying that they're going to be one of the 6 or 7 worst teams in the league again next year.
Yeah.
I mean, they will be
Mhm.
flat out.
Mhm.
They will be.
These from Jay seem
You add a rookie big to the team.
I don't know. All I'm saying is,
They're going to take they'll take a step back.
yeah, I'm just saying it's been a struggle to get, like, we're constantly hoping that they can be bad this year, and they have been bad.
They've been very bad this year.
You
They've
know,
had
but
some of
it's,
the
I
worst
don't know,
stretches in basketball this year.
the literal worst loss in basketball.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, they have 16 wins. Like, what are we talking about?
If you
No,
because,
they're trying
because
so
if you
hard to
add
be
if you
bad.
add Chet to this team right now, that's plus 40 wins. That's what Jay's saying. That's the difference maker.
I don't think the goal changes. I don't think that they're just gonna go for it next year and like hit the gas.
I don't think they're going to go for it, but I think the way that their team's going to develop, I think it's going to be harder to be as bad as they want to be. That's my whole thing.
I guess we'll find out.
It's like players aren't a fixed thing. It's not like we know exactly how Shea, Giddey, and Dort are going to play next year.
Yeah, we don't. We thought that Poku and Maladon would be good this year too.
Yeah, but
So it can always
there's
go
a big difference.
It
though,
can go the other
between-
way. Is it?
But
Is
you're
it
telling me? But
guaranteed
you're
that,
telling
like,
me
Trey
right
Mann
now.
is gonna be a better player next
No,
year?
I talked about Shea, Giddey, and Dort.
Yeah, I was about to say it's a hard jump to say that you don't think that Giddey's going to be better next year than he is this year.
I don't know that. I don't know that.
I know,
Yes, we don't know anything. Yes, we don't know what tomorrow looks like, right? I get that, but I think that if you were going to take
not
but geez, dude.
what you see from Giddey today and you see his potential going forward, I think it'd be really, if you were going to, what the likelihood is, it's far more likely that he's going to develop a different skill set before next year. I just think the further you get out from some of these early core guys from their rookie years, I think it's going to make it harder to get in that top range for that elite talent. So that's why I think and this has been the
I've been
conversation.
6 or 7 worst teams. I mean, right now, like if they have 20 wins instead of 16 wins, like they're still one of those teams.
Yeah, I just think the Thunder are going to be, I think, and maybe I'm crazy for thinking this. I think they're going to be one of the top 3 worst teams in the league this year as far as record. I think that these 2 last games are like, oh, maybe it changes, but I don't see them. I think this is their shot to have the best odds at a pick is what I'm trying to say. I think next year they'll be in that 7 to 10 range.
What are we arguing about?
I'm
Jay's
saying
just
like
open to the possibility that they could be good next year.
They're not going to be
not good, not good. I'm not saying good. I just don't think they're going to be as bad as you need to be to get that generational guy or the highest likelihood for a generational guy. So, which goes back to the fact that they're going to need some luck to hit on the Donovan Mitchell kind of era guys where they can find a guy at 7 or 8 that's going to be the. I mean, they did. They just did it with Giddey.
Once
obviously.
we get, say that if we did get like a top 3 guy this year in the draft, which would be awesome, then in the next years we have enough assets that we could trade up, even if we are bad and one of the top worst 7 teams. We can then throw in a lot of future picks and say, we're ready. We're going to move up, get a great guy, and then kind of start putting.
When they know that they have their core,
they need the core
back to the core.
Yeah,
but I think that's always a theory thing, right? But it's hard to get if nobody's trading for Zion at the number 1 pick, right? Like if he's there, or even Cade last year was probably really, really difficult to move up for, whether or not any of those rumors are true. So I'm just trying to think out loud about how this team is going to be better than they are this year, which is going to make it more difficult to be in that lower, like I'm talking top 3 worst picks or best chances for the best pick.
I don't think they'll be there. I don't think they're going to be in the top 3 this year.
Jay's just trying to say he's open.
I
to
do think they'll be in it this year, though.
Could be a top 4 team home court advantage, and he's just open to it. I got you, Jay.
Hey guys, let's move on to our next Twitter question. It comes from @RoadCrew1, who wants to know your favorite Winter Olympic sport to watch.
Luke's is the Winter Olympics.
Mine is Olympics. It is a sport. There is a winner. I stand by that, and I do believe it.
I will not argue against it.
Okay, because there is a winner. However, I really like the ice skating. Just ice skating in general, because I can't do it.
You can't do it.
Cannot skate.
The
Cannot
speed
ice
skating
skate.
or the dancing one?
All of it. I can't skate at all.
You can't skate at all.
I can skate. I cannot ice skate.
You can't ice skate at all.
No, I'm not.
Really?
No, I don't like it, and I'm not very good at it.
Wow.
I hold the rail and I just like scoot it around.
Really?
And I did that enough times. I was like, I don't like this at all.
Wow.
So I think the people that
like
can do it are very good.
I probably haven't ice skated in 30 years.
But also the half pipe of snowboarding is
Yeah.
also dope.
Yeah, that is cool.
Super dope.
I'm not sure I'll watch a single minute of the Winter Olympics.
Jay,
My
just turn it on. It's perfect background.
Jay. I don't know if you've ever watched this sport. I don't know what it's called, but it's one where they it's basically like cross country skiing,
But they have
and
guns?
they have a gun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love that one.
That's cool.
I don't know
What
it's
is that called? It's not the decathlon.
No, it is something like that though.
It is
That's
something.
like
There's a lawn at the end.
yeah,
They shoot targets
they cross country ski
with a gun.
with a gun to
Yes.
different shooting targets.
Uh-huh.
That's
It is
pretty
cool.
awesome.
It's pretty cool.
That really it's all good because I really can't. I'm not very good at skiing or snowboarding either. I'm really bad at all of the winter sports, so I find them all impressive.
Curling?
I watched curling last night.
Yeah.
Not great.
I do like curling.
Remember the men's curling team from, what was that, like 3 years ago or something?
They won. They won the gold.
4 years ago? Yeah.
Actually, the guy that won the gold is our flag bearer to the opening ceremony.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Congratulations,
Wow.
Mr. Curl.
I know.
That's cool.
I know.
Penny
Hockey.
says biathlon.
Biathlon. There it is. I will not watch hockey. I'm not a hockey guy. I'll go in person to watch.
Is it because you are good at hockey?
No, it's because there's no dollar beer, dollar dogs.
Well, that's weird because hockey involves skating.
It does.
And you said anything that involves ice skating.
I know, but I'm just not a hockey guy.
He doesn't like sticks.
I like sticks. Too much fighting. Just get along. Be sportsmen. Hey guys, let's move on to our next.
Sportsmans.
What's your favorite? Did you say your favorites? The gun.
I like the snowboarding.
Snowboarding's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Oh, I like the ice
What's the-
ski throwing too.
Ice.
What's the long ski not slalom? It's the one where they try to go as far as they can off the
Yeah.
long jump? The ski long jump?
yeah, whatever that's called.
And they go like straight out over
Yep.
their
Yeah.
skis.
Yeah,
Yeah, that one's crazy.
That one is that one's fun to watch too.
Yeah. I also like it because I couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
See, Luke watches the Summer Olympics way differently because he can do most of those sports.
I watch
Yeah, I can run.
Yeah,
I can run.
I can jump.
I can swim.
That's true.
Oh, I could swim.
Yeah.
Hey guys, let's move on to our next Twitter question. It comes from @BenElephantKing, who wants to know, if you had to get an emoji tattoo, which one would you choose?
So you have to get it visible. This is a Trey Mann reference. Trey Mann has the 100 tattoo on his shoulder.
I don't hate that one. I feel like I would. Like it kind of looks cool for an emoji tattoo.
So okay, I have a question. When you say emoji, does it have to be like one of the faces, or like, because the emojis really?
It can be whatever you want, bro.
Andrew, you're getting the farmer.
I'll get the farmer. Yeah.
Gosh.
Definitely That's a good
Are we
call.
gonna get some farmer tweet or text this week?
I've already got some farmer stuff.
Oh, Andrew.
What I'll do is I'll do the different body parts on that body part.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like hands on my hands, feet on my feet,
Just
hot
so
dog.
to identify.
Yeah.
What did you say was your most?
Yeah.
Y'all, we talked about this recently. What's your most recent one, or what do you most use?
So well, before I answer that, Jay, my one I would do. There's some really good animal ones that I really like. The octopus is really good,
Yeah, there's some good
and I
ones.
think there's a peacock. I might get that too. I'm not sure if there's one though.
broccoli.
Ooh.
All
The
right.
food ones
okay.
are good too. If you could get a curling stone,
It's going to be difficult to move on since Luke is
looking at.
looking
I
through
know, we're
all.
just-
Hey,
Emojis.
let's
Emojis.
move on to our next Twitter question, and it comes from this. It says it's from @Bangelope. If you could make a Disney Plus series called The Book of Blank, but it had to be about one past or present Thunder player, who would you pick?
The Book of McGarry.
Dang, that was mine. That was mine.
The Book of Robert Swift.
Oh, that's a
Oh.
big one.
That's a dark book.
That is dark, but interesting.
It is interesting. There's a lot of more guns than you'd think.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Jay?
I mean, you covered the two that would be. I mean, maybe the book, just to see his normal life.
Who?
We missed it.
Kendrick Perkins.
Yeah, we've read that book.
We know a lot about that book.
That
Hey,
book-
Babe said the Book of Dion.
Yeah, the Book of Dion is definitely one that I thought of.
I'd want Dion to personally write it though. No editors,
Yes.
nothing.
In his own words.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Yeah. The entire thing.
Where he narrates also the people in his life too. And
Yeah.
what they say.
Yeah. I want the audiobook.
Yeah. That would be incredible. That would be probably the best.
Hey guys, I got a question for you. It's this. Are you miffed and are you peeved?
Miffed and peeved.
I can't be miffed.
Hmm?
There's snow on your pond.
There is snow.
Can't be miffed.
There is snow on the pond. It was so cold yesterday. I tried to take the
Cold
kids,
enough to snow.
tried to take the kids sledding just out here, and we were.
This is miserable.
It was like 20 minutes max that my like 7 and 9-year-olds could be out there,
Mm-hmm.
which is like they don't typically feel temperature, you know, like they're just out playing. And my 7-year-old lost a glove, and he's like, ah! So I had to sprint back because he felt like his hand was gonna fall off.
Yeah, it hurts immediately.
Yeah,
Getting this snow on your
it
bare skin.
was absolute misery yesterday. Arden and I took him out. We took 5 steps. He's like, "You gotta hold me," and I hold him, and we take another 10 steps. And he's like, "I gotta go back in." It's like, this is terrible.
It's funny because the way you talk, it makes him sound like he speaks perfectly like an adult.
Father.
You've got to hold me.
Oh, this is unbearable. I could not have fathomed it could be this cold outside.
Oh, it
Frigid,
was-
father.
And when he comes in, it's much cuter.
Yeah, it's true.
But you know what's happening tonight?
WWE.
WWE SmackDown. Guess who's going?
Are you really?
Oh, really?
Nice.
Yes.
That'll
My
be fun.
friend got a suite, and I'm going.
Oh,
to the
really?
Suite. Yes.
That's
Dang.
awesome.
That's gonna be sweet.
Oh yeah, I'm excited.
All right.
I think Johnny Knoxville's gonna be there.
Oh,
What?
He's feuding with Sami Zayn right now.
Oh, as a promotion for the new
Uh-huh.
Jackass movie.
He was in the Royal Rumble. Yeah, and him and Sami Zayn have been fighting.
I heard the Royal Rumble was not good.
It was not good, but and the person
Royal Fumble.
more like, and the guy who booked it is Shane McMahon. Came back for it.
Yeah.
He's been let go by the company, and his father owns it.
Oh my
Father
God.
is Vince McMahon.
Dude, is he gonna go to? Is this just a ploy
I don't
to
think
get
so.
little McMahon to what's the other one?
AEW. I
AEW
wish.
did.
I wish, but I don't think so.
Wow.
Yeah,
Sabotage.
Wow.
but I'm very excited. I hope we'll see John Knoxville. Hope to see Brock Lesnar. Hope to see Ronda Rousey.
I'm going to read some Apple Podcast iTunes reviews, and then we'll go. If you leave a review for us, we will read them on the podcast. So this one is 5 stars. It's from Halo Cheese in the United States. Can we address the internet rumors flying around that you really didn't have the flu last week, and what really happened is that you were beaten up by Michael Cage for making fun of the way he pronounces Mark Dagnall's name?
Ooh.
Oh,
Can neither confirm nor deny.
touchy subject. Touchy.
The best, this is from Brighton Schmidt in the United States of America. The best Thunder content money can buy. I started listening to Andrew's podcast last year, and I've never stopped. The level of insight, professionalism, and genuine takes are refreshing in a world of sound bites and loud music. Since then, I've subscribed to The Athletic and use them for all my sports news and information. Thank you for the high quality content. You guys are seriously the best.
For real quick.
Thank you.
The articles on The Athletic, they really are the best.
They're the best.
Yeah.
And part of the New York Times officially.
You know why?
No.
The best.
The best. This one is from Dury22 in Australia, holding the championship belt for Thunder Podcast, 5 stars. I tried listening to Down to Dunk a couple years back, and regrettably, I didn't make it past Luke's intro, as I thought it sounded Bush League. But I was wrong. Listening to Down to Dunk is like having a conversation with your buddies about hoops, but if your buddies were actually well-informed NBA journalists for the most part. Best Thunder content
I
available.
think he's talking about us. Luke.
Bar none.
Bush League.
Bush League. From Sooner Forever One.
Don't take it personally.
In the United States of America. Down to Dort. It's the Cinnamon Toast Crunch of basketball podcasts. From T_bag 26 in the United States. Down to Dunk, 5 stars. Goated.
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
This is from at Frozen Okie in the United States of America.
Oh, how apropos.
Screamo Dads from Edmond ruined my life. 5 stars. Anyone who isn't an idiot knows that the only music worth listening to is mid-2000s Screamo bands without major label recording contracts. So obviously I was super pumped when I found out the guitarist from Sleep to Forget has a podcast. That is, I was super pumped until I found out Andrew is a giant sellout, and this is a basketball podcast about the Oklahoma City Thunder that he does with other lame dads from Edmond. But then I couldn't stop listening. I didn't even like basketball. Now I'm obsessed with a tanking NBA team. I pay $200 a month for a cable TV package I don't want, just so I can watch the Thunder games on an incompetently run TV network.
Yeah.
I run a draft simulation on Tankathon every day. I listen to national NBA podcasts and get angry when they slander the Thunder. I argue with people on Twitter. Truly psycho behavior. This is an excellent podcast with humor, insight, information, and excellent sound quality. But I wish it weren't. I hope and pray, like Andrew's devotion to Screamo, this podcast is just a phase. For the love of all that is good in the world, please, I'm begging you, stop.
God, the arc on that storyline right there is crazy.
Yeah. If you want your review read on the podcast, be sure to leave it on Apple Podcasts and make sure it's 5 stars. If it's less than 5 stars, we won't read it on the pod. All right. Thanks so much for listening. Have a great day. We'll talk to you guys again on Monday.